welcome back to the Acoustic Shoppe channel. I'm Jeremy. Today we're going to talk about the Bluegrass chop, or the kind of Bluegrass chord. It's really called vamping, and how to do it on the mandolin. So the deep chop chord that Bill Monroe kind of authenticated with bluegrass music and became the standard, it's almost like a drum beat that we're trying to make a real percussive sound on it, and it gets this really woody tone. It's really the most easily accomplished if you're able to do the 4-finger chord, which is quite a challenge on the G chord because we're stretching all the way up to the 7th fret with your pinky, 5th fret with your ring finger, 1st fret, 2nd fret with your 1st finger, and then 3rd. That's kind of the bluegrass G chord. We really want that because most of this really deep woody chop, it's called the mandolin chop, is coming from these lower 2 strings, just the G and D string. And you'll notice the difference if I just hold down that chord and just let those strings keep ringing into the next one, just resonating, it just starts to sound a little bit muddy, especially if you're on stage with a banjo and a guitar and a fiddle. They're already filling a lot of sound, and if we're just letting this ring out, it just almost becomes obnoxious. So the way to accomplish the real quick percussive bluegrass chop is right after you hit the strings with your pick, you're going to relieve tension on your left hand. You don't want to lift your fingers off because then you get like a double sound. You just want to let the strings lift your fingers back up but still remain in contact, because our fingers are actually stopping the string from vibrating and making this real quick. We're stopping the string immediately from vibrating by the flesh of our fingertips. What you need to practice is getting the 2 hands in sync with each other, and at first it can be pretty challenging because one hand pushes down but then you chop on the wrong side. You need to get it where you're pressing down right when your pick hits the string and letting up immediately after, and a slow metronome will really help with that, just doing a tick, tick. The more you do that, I've talked to a lot of students, if you think of your average mandolin player that's played 10 or 20 years and played with a band especially, 90% of what they're doing on stage is going. So that's a lot of practice getting these 2 hands in sync with each other. I've probably done 3 or 4 million of those chops in my 30 years of playing, because on an hour-long set, I'm going to do thousands of those. Kind of like a drummer, the more you're hitting that drumstick, the more you're kind of learning how to control it. You're going to do the same thing with your mandolin. You just got to get your right and left hand in sync with each other. Hey, we really appreciate you guys watching that video. It was my favorite one we've made so far. We've done hundreds of videos, and that was the best one. It was. And the next one's going to be even better. If you'd like to see that, be sure you subscribe to this channel. And also, the more you comment and interact below, the more the YouTube algorithms pick it up and start pushing it out to other people, like-minded people.
Algorithms?
Algorithms. They're everywhere. They permeate the internet, and YouTube's got one. And it watches our videos, and it sees how much you comment, and then it pushes us to other people like you. And we want everyone to experience the Acoustic Shoppe world, where we talk about instruments, we do reviews, we got some fun videos coming up. We thank you guys so much for being a part of it, and we'll see you in the next video.